It's almost there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Don't call me white girl.
That's some real
It's gay folks. Unpopular opinion. Jail's not that bad. Boom. Pop your shit open and grab that nigga by the head and get the. You know what I'm saying?
There's something about them whispering in my ear, the whole name thing. I like that.
I like a nigga to whisper. What's your cash? That's what's different, and that's why statistically, number-wise, not only do we not get the same amount of riches as them, we do not keep it. Nowhere near how long they keep it. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to the Don't Call Me White Girl show. I have a beautiful wig on, and it's 6:13, and Gary did it.
What's 613? That's like a...
It's the color. Do you love this color on me like so much?
I like it.
Like if you had a favorite color for me, would it be this color? Just curious. Serious question. Think about it. Take time if you need to. I can keep talking while you think. Matter of fact, I'll do that. You think about that. Because you see me in a lot of colors. Don't call me white girl. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, niggas.
Happy Father's Day.
Huh? I'm not supposed to mention the deadbeat daddies on Father's Day. That's what you niggas say. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Even the deadbeats. So happy Father's Day to everybody but my father. Juneteenth's coming up. I want to talk to y'all about so much. I had a really wild night last night while giving Phelps a little time to be able to find his favorite hair color of mine. Quaddy called. Quaddy's a friend of the show. He's also a friend of me. And he called me. He tells me about this event and we got to go and it's going to be so cool and we got to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think he said the event was going to be cool, but I just assumed it was going to be cool because he called back like 2 days later and was like, what's your last name? So it felt like important. So I was like, oh, my last name, bleep. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, did you got it? Do you have the color right now?
I was looking at all the colors. It was hard. I like the blonde and I like the brown.
Okay, thank you. I'm kind of new to brown.
Black.
Garrett.
And the red.
It's what he's saying is it's impossible to choose, bitches. I feel like I don't talk to the listeners enough. How y'all doing? My tractor trailer drivers. I see y'all playing my stuff on the road.
There do be a lot of car listeners.
The only thing I want to say to the tractor trailer drivers, you know what's funny? You probably make good money, but you will make so much more money if you work for the cartel. Like if you used a piece of your truck for drugs, you would be rich right now.
But a lot of the niggas, you know, they be having like all
Keep in mind
numbers and all that shit. They regular regulations be fucked up. They get pulled over, so they can't get.
Put some coke on the bottom of your tanker and change your life, nigga.
Damn.
Anyway, just to let you know at home, Phelps said he loves my blonde, black, red, brown. God. Me and Gary just was talking about how I could literally pull off any color. Didn't we say that, Gary? Isn't that crazy that I could literally pull off any color?
You could do that.
You know what color I can't pull off, though, for facts? Black. Jet black. It doesn't look good. Jet black doesn't. When you see me and the hair looks black, it's really dark brown.
Dark brown.
If I get black hair, I look like I'm gonna give you an example. When I was in 10th grade, I started wearing sew-ins. And for whatever reason, I don't know if the hair was 10 inches or what, but I would end up having a shoulder-length bob. My cousins would call me Monica Lewinsky. And I don't know if that makes sense because I feel like I don't know if her hair was black, but that's what went together. I wore number one hair in 8th grade or maybe 9th grade. Sew-in. Kiana did my sew-ins. My cousin Kiana, she's a licensed hairstylist too. And they used to call me Monica Lewinsky.
Damn.
Yeah, it was rough. But anyway, back to this event. So Quaddy, we give the name to Quaddy or whatever. It was so weird because the event was almost foiled from the beginning because I thought Phelps was kidnapped by an Israeli. I won't get into that too much.
Oh my God.
But I did call Quaddy and say, our plans are ruined because I think Phelps is getting kidnapped because I was concerned. But let's move on. We can't really get into that too much. Y'all remember the last time I told too much of his business? He was on here about me, okay? Anyway, so we go to this event last night, and how was it?
It was rustic.
Let me say this. I went on Phelps' Instagram because Phelps is very, what's the word for? He's expressive. Phelps made one post the whole night, and it says, "It's Bluetooth and crow's feet in here. It's Bluetooths and crow's feet in here." And then he tagged where he was, just so the niggas can know he's talking about them. They give you a little hint. Peter Guns performed.
Word.
Cheaters host. Love and hip hop star. Peter Guns.
Before we walked in, it was a grandmaster somebody that walked in. He was a grandmaster something. I don't know.
Bro, Phelps says to me, Greg Nice is in there. I'm like, Greg Nice? It don't hit me. He puts on the song.
Greg Nice was in there, and it's crazy.
Oh, Greg Nice. That Greg Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like, it's funny when I'm watching him. Like he really in there enjoying stuff. I'm like, yo, he really bopping how he used to look like back in the videos. But it's crazy because it's like young niggas, they get a chain, put their name on it. Greg Nice from back in the day, T-shirt with his name on it. I'm not doing all that.
Phelps said it was literally like the white guy, the old head with the Bluetooth and the phone.
Yeah, recording the whole party. Or on FaceTime. He was one of the two. You know niggas do that.
I told Phelps, my future probably in this motherfucker. He said definitely, for sure. Yeah. Almost.
The whole party was two-stepping. There wasn't no twerking.
We got to get to it. I feel like a lot of things have happened in my realm. I don't know what I want to start with. I'm going to slide through this, and this is a time topic, but I was going to talk about this, but I almost forgot. In Philadelphia, this little Muslim girl, pretty as can be, she goes viral for graduating at Girls High, and she does the gritty. She does this Girls High, right? It's a procession. Every girl comes up, flowers in her hand or not, stands at the corner. They give them something or they do something. Then they walk down. During that walk, nobody does anything expressive. Very super. It's Girls High. Mm-hmm. Let me make this clear. Girls High is an extremely prestigious high school in the city of Philadelphia. Why do I know this? My mother went to Girls High. It was something, your mom go to school like that, you always think about it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's an all-girls school. It's prestigious, bottom line, whatever. I feel like Girls Highs have had the same rules since my mom was in school. And my mom probably rode a horse to school. You know what I mean? Because she old. That nigga old. She been getting on my fucking nerves. She gonna get this work a little bit. Either way, any whore. The little girl does period, then she does the gritty. Damn. When she gets to the bottom of the stage, white lady go, get your black ass over there, you ain't getting this diploma. They have it back and forth, it's quiet, the little girl puts her head down, walks off. The mom been going off about it since, and the mom did it. Kudos to the mom because she wanted her story out there, and it is, because it's viral.
She got her diploma, she just didn't receive it formally.
She doesn't have a paper diploma. I'm sure she graduated, but they're not going to give her a diploma. Wow. I remember graduating 1,000 years ago and them saying give me a word. Explicitly. We had a scene last year, we don't want that this year. Y'all don't walk quietly or you make too much noise, you won't get your diploma. Yeah, I was so happy that I was getting that motherfucker. I wasn't going bank hand bounce or whatever the fuck niggas was doing back then. You know what I mean? Harlem Shake, because it was a minute ago. All right? It's starting to click to a bitch. Time is moving. Okay? What the fuck? But I didn't feel sorry for the little girl at all. It's Girls High. Why the fuck would you do the gritty? You already got a chemo on. People, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, these places are not black spaces. So it's like, if they're not going to understand that. I don't know. I didn't feel bad for her. She's a kid, but they meant what the fuck they said. And it's Girls High. The first thing I saw was like, oh, it's Girls High. You thought they was going to really let that slide.
What you're saying is you got to follow the rules wherever you at.
No, what I'm saying is don't go to Girls High if you want to fucking bank hand bounce or do the gritty across the stage because it's Girls High. Like.
But you think that they told her, did they say that they told nobody to do nothing crazy?
I don't know if they made a statement or not, but the fact that my mom went there and it was really, really strict then, I'm just assuming it's still the same school. Because it's Philly. All schools are different. It's very loose schools as well. Girls High is not one of them. Mm-hmm. There's no incidents that happen at Girls High. Girls High girls go to college. This little girl probably smart as shit. You have to be a certain kind of student to be graduating from Girls High. So that's why I don't know why she would be silly enough to do that. As far as the mom on this, like, what do you want, a public apology? I don't think she deserves one. You're not allowed to do that across the stage. You understand what I'm saying? It's real simple. So if you do it, that's the consequence of it. We don't do a redo because it's you or you go viral. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to me. I don't know. She looked really pretty.
I understand it. I just feel like if they didn't tell her not to do nothing, and even
I'm
if she's,
sure they told her, Phelps. That's what I'm saying. Especially guessing off the behavior of every other student. And the way the white lady was like, no. Like, as soon as she came up, she didn't even think twice. You're not getting it. Like, this is the rules. This is what we do here. You know what I mean? Well, it's girls' high. Anybody that knows the school, it's going to automatically click. Because what was the boy version? Salesiana?
that's in Delaware.
Oh. What was the boy version of Girls High? I can't remember. Central, excuse me. Whatever. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. There's a couple things I want to talk about. Suki, because I have to talk about Suki because y'all been dragging this thing out. I don't know. I saw a lot of different opinions about the Suki and the, what's this nigga's name? Ko Cyrus situation. The thing about it is it's such a reality for women because men, they never know. Gary, they can't get the hint. A guy will be talking to you and you will be like, he'll say hi, you say hi. You'll be texting. And how you doing? I'm good. How your family been? My family been good. Well, you been looking good. You look good too. You doing well? I'm doing well. I've been working. I just had a son. I got kids too. My mom's been fine. Then he'll send his dick. Middle of the conversation. It won't even be nothing near dick. He just sent dick, 3 dicks, shiny, greased up dicks. Random, 11 in the morning, 9 in the morning.
I heard about that.
Women just go through that. Like niggas some of them don't care. They miss the mark. I don't think everybody is necessarily rapey. The part that's, I think, why it's such a big conversation, why it stands out to so many people, because it's the people's response to it and so many male responses of, oh, she's a whore and she talks like a whore and she eats ass and she sucks dick and she's naked. It's like, you niggas sound like you shouldn't have wore that dress to the party ass niggas. Like, that's weird to me. At the end of the day, me and Quadi had a really good conversation about it. I don't know if you were listening last night. Were you? No, he never listens to us.
I didn't care. I heard you.
I mean, because it's overdone. The conversation is so, people act, and the only reason why I'm talking about it now because people ask me so much, from meeting Suki or Destiny, she's a really nice, like a shy kind of girl. So it did not surprise me, her response. It irritated me too, some women that was, and it's crazy because Rhonda said this, she should have, you basically say no, stop it, whatever. I have been sexually assaulted before, and you know what I mean? Like deer in the headlights. I've done that. And people would see me and think I would stab somebody or shoot somebody. You know what I mean? Like you just assume or whatever. I think it's very important not to even look at who's happening. You know what I mean? Like you don't judge the victim response. That's not what you do in a situation like that. Not necessarily saying she's a victim. I'm curious to see how the response would have been or how she even felt if it didn't go viral. If it would have happened in that moment, and then that's it. And then you think of it in your personal thoughts, or you don't, but nobody responds to it. Because with this, it happened, and then millions of people had something to say for days. So when she comes out and says, I think she put on her page, I was scared, I'm hurt, whatever. That's after hearing from so many people. Because I even thought, should I text her and say, hey, are you okay? But it's like, in a way, the type of bitch I am, I don't even want to add to all that stress on that. I'll hit you on another day. Happy Mother's Day, babe, or something like that. Like, I don't want to add to the people that could come across newsy or, you're supportive, whatever. Please. Your phone going crazy. I don't want to be a part of that. Because I hate when my phone go crazy. Please, if you know me personally and something crazy is in the press, don't call me, bitch. I seen it. We can talk about it when we see each other, child. It ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that, girl. Who cares? But yeah, it was just a shitty situation. I don't think necessarily, the boy's a rapist or whatever. I just think he's weird. And when I see him in different functions, he's always being weird. He's a weirdo. He's a cornball. That's just how they are, kind of.
And how old is he?
I don't know. Let me see.
How old is Ko Cyrus? I think he's still young.
Like he might
24.
be a kid. Now, see, and if he's a kid, it's even worse. Because it's like,
kid,
yo,
but
these
young
niggas
boy.
be, right, but these niggas be famous as fuck as kids.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine the shit that you did at 19 and being famous then.
Huh? Yeah.
See, I need a nigga like that. That's gonna get you kept. That's all I ever asked for since I started this shit. Was a nigga. Didn't I say that? A nigga with a like a fact checker.
I just told you he was 24.
It don't matter how this go, even if he don't stay. You stick with me. Because I be sounding dumb, bro. I just spelled Birkin bag wrong on a post. They grinded me the fuck up. It's been 3 days. I'm trying not to bitch up and delete my comment. Cardi performed at 107.9 Summer Jam with a Birkin bag. That's at least $100,000, $8,000 bag. I say, performing with the Birkin, got it. I spelled Birkin with an E. You spell Birkin with an I. Bitch, I ain't got one. The fuck? I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna get one, but I ain't got it.
But you don't. I mean, you're not somebody who be in that lane or claim or.
I don't claim it. I like fashion. I was like a little disappointed in myself, but I'm not the best speller, Phelps.
We know. It's all good.
Wow. Whoa.
You said it.
Okay, we got to talk about some other stuff. This is a stupid topic, but I have to talk about Jocelyn and Big Legs fight is not a stupid topic, but this topic I'm going to talk about before that is, but I just got to spit it out real quick. I was on live the other day, and I looked horrible, and what I said in the live was, I look like the dad from Sugar Hill when he's eating the KFC. The hair slicked back. This nigga got grease all on his face with a greasy button up. And he's drooling. That's the scene. Remember the scene is super intense.
See Sugar Hill
He's spitting and drooling, right? And his son is like, nigga, disgusted because his son ended up giving him a hot shot and kills him. You know what I mean? These young motherfuckers. One person put Sugar Hill Gang ? Sugar Hill Gang from the 70s. Dumb motherfuckers. So then the conversation turned into the hood movies, the shoot 'em up bang bang movies that you have had to see. Because there are some that you have had to see, or culturally you're going to be behind the buck. I'm sorry.
And that was young Wesley too. I feel like that's why a lot of niggas know what that is. Like,
What, Sugar Hill Gang?
Yeah. No, Sugar Hill the movie.
Sugar Hill, I'm sorry. Is Wesley in that?
Yeah.
No, he's not, y'all. Wesley is in New Jack City. That's his movie.
Not the only one.
That's not the only one, babe. But let me just tell me, because I don't remember. I really don't remember that. I don't know why I'm having a little pain. I might have got.
It's Wesley and.
Okay. I
I've
apologize.
been right 2 times in a row,
I'm
and you just
sorry.
keep questioning me. It's all good. Go
I
ahead.
will, in the car, I will fix it. I will fix it, baby. I'm gonna fix it. Whatever. Sugar Hill. Let me tell you on my list, and you tell me if I'm missing something. And I'm gonna do special mention. This is just for the viewers. It's for you young fuckers that like me that don't know shit with your young dumb asses. Yes. Sugar Hill, New Jack City, Juice, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, Paid in Full, Belly, Special Mention, State Property. That's a tri-state thing. I wouldn't recommend it if you're from Cali. Skip it. Set It Off as a special mention. New Jersey Drive, Killer Season, and Colors. All those are special mentions.
I got the hookup.
I got the hook. Shoot 'em up, bang bang, ghetto shit.
Violent. What's the South Central?
Special mention. Dead Presence is not.
Fresh.
Fresh is a little, but Fresh is too intelligent to be a shoot 'em up, bang bang movie.
Oh, you talking about just?
I'm talking about an ignorant, blatant blaxploitation ghetto ass movie with shots in it. Because I said
South
Shotters
Central
is questionable, really. Shotters. That's like, not really.
Well,
that's a fake Scarface, and that's a white movie. I mean, a Spanish movie. Shotters is just
Jamaican.
a Scarface story. Shotters is the Jamaican Scarface story. It's the same story.
I'm trying to think what else.
That's it. I covered it. You're welcome. No, you're wrong because we don't even know what that is. No. No, Vern. No. What else? Vern said strapped. I just want y'all to know that. Strapped.
I'm trying to think.
Vernon likes to wear leather straps.
I know some more.
I've never seen it, bro.
It gotta be.
Who's the fuck's in it, Vern? Who's in it?
What's the boy name? Bokeem Woodbine?
Okay.
Now Bokeem got some Jones. We got a name. What's the Shout out to Bokeem Woodbine. He
Who
bold.
is that?
Jason's Lyric, the crazy brother that was all shot and stabbed up in the shower and all that.
Fuck, I can't.
Remember
Bald head boy.
Yeah,
Did
he have beef with Tupac back in the day? Or no, they was cool or something.
No, it was something.
Bokeem, I fuck with Bokeem. That nigga looked the same forever.
Who?
Jermaine Hopkins, Fat Boy
from Fat Beach, right? And he how to be a player.
Just to reiterate, everything Vern said is totally invalidated. Strap doesn't count. It was clearly a 90s B movie, and niggas didn't even watch B movie in the 90s. We only watched movies with stars back then. So we are throwing out the Strap recommendation. If you have seen Strapped in the comments, please write a paragraph, but write it to Vern because we won't be listening.
Though, they technically was B movies back then. Our black popularity turned them into that.
Oh yeah, probably.
Cause wasn't none of them niggas in no good, great, crazy movies
First
prior
of all,
to them.
the acting, Menace Society, Kane was like one of the worst actors ever. Like he sucked at that shit, but we loved it so much.
Yeah, the fake
Especially
ass crying.
you got Kane next to a nigga like Lawrence Tate. So it's like,
Yeah.
damn, they fucked you. Because this boy's about to really get out on you.
Wasn't the boy that he is today yet. You feel what I'm saying? All them.
But he still was a bad motherfucker. He was enough to make you look weird. Hey, exhibition fight, Floyd versus Gotti. These niggas is about to fight in the ring because the ref breaks it up.
That shit was
Gotti rushes Floyd,
Floyd
and then Floyd two-pieces ass and Gotti runs because that shit hurts. That's the thing. Floyd has a certain style of fighting. He's a defensive fighter or whatever. He don't like getting hit or whatever. But in real life, he's gonna sting the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't no boxing match. Soon as you came past that ref, nigga, we at Rite Aid right now and you drunk and I'm about to put you the fuck down. Boop boop. Gotti really, like, to me, that was the hardest hits he had the whole fight. Cause you could tell that shit hurt. He literally cowered the fuck off and then all his cousins are in the middle of the ring. It was just trifling.
Floyd niggas ran in the ring.
Then his sister or his girlfriend says all this nasty, like borderline racist shit to Floyd's daughter. You gorilla and all that, child. What are they, Italians?
White.
Middle
Italians
Easterns?
is
Are they
white.
spicy whites? Because you the one told me about spicy whites. Are they spicy whites?
Nah, that's Spain.
Okay.
First of all, to me, Italians is white people. I don't know why. Like
Italians are
motherfuckers
whites,
be trying
baby.
to separate. It's no disrespect, but it's like yo,
You
white.
heard Phelps, y'all white, nigga.
Y'all white, like y'all Mediterranean white people, like. You know what I'm saying? Just because you right next to Africa, y'all don't fuck with us. Y'all white.
I don't know how we got here,
And I fuck
but
with pizza. It's my shit.
what was we talking about?
Floyd fight.
Okay, so boom, exhibition fight, wild as fuck. It's a Zeus situation. Come on, we love Zeus for all the same reasons. But in the back, Jocelyn and Big Lex from Jocelyn's Cabaret get into this knockout, bloody ass fight. Like them bitches had them fights that where people are real drunk and there's no security and you just could go and go and go and you're not, you don't have enough sense enough in your brain to stop. Yeah. That's the kind of fight that they had. I was shocked to see Shabazz the OG swinging on people. That was a shocker.
Shabazz the OG was out
Mr.
there.
Shabazz the OG had put a nigga down. Yes, he did two-piece somebody. A man had gotten in a fight. Mind you, this is another thing that surprised me because I went to his page. I watched his live. Hello, Shabazz. I watched his live. On his live, I mean, let me say this the right way. These people that push positivity online, it's like, what the fuck do you say when a clip like this come out? Because you're still a human person. If any of you motherfuckers think that a person like that, Shabazz the OG, would see certain shit and not punch you in your face, you probably don't even believe what he's talking about.
Exactly.
So, what was interesting to me, and I was like, what? He was with Lex. That surprised me. I wouldn't assume them two would hang together. He referred to her as a friend. No shade, no judge. I like Big Lex. I follow Lex. She's super confident. She don't give a fuck. But that he referred to her as a friend. So when a guy swings on her from Jocelyn's side, he puts him down. I couldn't really tell what happened because it's such a big melee.
He was defending somebody.
He was defending the girl who Jocelyn really was beating up the whole time. Because it wasn't just Jocelyn. I noticed the girl, Melissa from Love and Hip Hop. She used to go with Stevie J baby mom, Mimi. She is Zack with a Z. Okay. She was swinging on Lex. A couple of the guys swung on Lex.
So Shorty was getting jumped and Shabazz had to do something.
Yeah, kinda. I would say so. I mean, I didn't feel like it was nothing that Lex couldn't handle. And I also felt like the amount of shit talking that went on is to be expected. If I keep telling you when I see you, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you, right? Yeah. Let's rewind it. If you keep saying to me, when you see me, you gonna smack the shit out of me, Phelps might tag you, bitch. We all ready for that because you keep saying that shit. And it's 10 interviews where, you know, when I see her, I'm gonna smack her. So it's like, what? Why are we surprised the whole squad is on this? Because it's beef. if you know anything about it, Jocelyn's Cabaret went viral several times when it was really rolling. And one time was when a girl was crying to Jocelyn in the group, and she's like, I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to get this money. I just was pregnant. I had to abort it. It was twins. I aborted 2 of them. Somebody in the background says, damn, double homicide. That goes viral. That's who Lex is.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay.
Lex is the double homicide girl. So, of course, she bumps heads with Jocelyn. Jocelyn is supposed to come on the show. I'm super excited about that. But that's something that I felt like when I watched the show, too. Jocelyn was, like, super rough with them. You know what I mean? Like, I compared it to, like, a pimp-hoe relationship. That's what it screamed up to me or whatever. Lex was one of them that didn't. She bucked back. You know what I mean? She was arguing with her husband, arguing with her on a reunion. They about to rumble. Because Jocelyn goes viral doing a 360, picking up a vase to smack her in the head with on the reunion. Because they got crazy on the reunion. It wasn't surprising to me that they had a big fight. But either way, it was crazy. A lot of people, because my boy Jason Lee said he was so like intent, like, oh, that was so disrespectful and disrespectful to TMT. That it's like, bro, it's Zeus. Y'all niggas better stop fucking with them if you're not expecting it. I see a lot of you bitches go to the Bad Girls East auditions and you complaining on your stories, complaining on Twitter. Why you take your black ass down there, girl? That's not the soft girl life you bitches are pushing. Facts. You bitches screaming you living a soft girl life and you ran down there to scrap to get on the Zeus show, baby. That's not the soft girl life. Stop lying to us. Because you and your boyfriend fight 3 times a fucking week and you fight his baby mom twice a month, bitch. Ain't nothing soft about you. Nothing but your knuckles because they beat down. Fighting all your life. You bitches is pit bulls and you know it. Soft girl, my ass. Bitch, you fought 17 times last summer. With your grown ass. Anyway, that's that on that. Hold on. I don't want to forget anything because it's a lot. I had a lot to say to you motherfuckers. I don't remember the last documentaries I told y'all to watch, so I'll just pile more on, like, so you could take a visit down in my ADD mind. The Duggar family, Shiny Happy People. I don't know if I told y'all to watch that already, but I'm telling you again. Can you remember this? I'm telling them today to watch Shiny Happy People, the Duggar family documentary, and I'm also telling them to watch... Damn, it's so many. Like, how would you narrow that down? It's so fucking many. Oh, I already did tell them to watch Victim Suspect, I think. Didn't I tell y'all to watch that? Well, now I'm telling you now. And I cried 3 times, so get ready, bitches.
Yeah, it's summertime. Oh, yeah, and y'all, like, be sending me the documentary request because your message don't go through the Mona, which is, but... I don't really watch them shits like that.
He watch them because I make him watch them.
Yeah, send me a sports documentary or something. I'm real generic bull. I ain't trying to be watched. I don't watch a whole bunch of dark shit. I'm not one of them people, y'all. I know Damona, she like to. I'm not that. I go outside. You feel me? I'm not about to be sitting in the house.
Basically saying I'm sitting in the house in the dark eating donuts and a pint of ice cream watching sad stuff while he outside living his life with the vibes. You're not going to correct me.
A variation of...
Yeah, basically. Either way, we're different. Tom's topic, a TT, a top top. Happy Father's Day, Tom. We love you here. Happy Father's Day, nigga. Summer Walker comes to a woman as a woman. Tom, don't write shit like that on my paper.
That happened twice, actually.
Why?
Well, not came to a woman. Messy shit with... Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I don't care about this because I live this life. I've shared this story more than once. It was a bitch around somebody that I loved a little bit last summer, and I FaceTimed that bitch. And she said, oh my God, it's Don't Call Me White Girl. And I said, bitch, where the fuck he at? I am Summer Walker. Summer Walker don't care if she's Summer Walker. Why the fuck you just post a picture of that boy? Where was y'all at? What time was it? Did you fuck him? Oh. I would like to say this. The little girl that's involved in that, she ended up getting in the car with his chain on, but she never met him. Meech. Meech sexy ass. Meech look good. Yes, you do. You look like your father, boy. Look like a bag of money. All right? I don't know if you ever fill his shoes, but you're a handsome motherfucker. Okay? God damn. But no, Lil Meech, so the girl wears this chain, gets in the car with the security, never meets Meech. Posted on some shady shit. And then he said something to her, and Summer said something
girl
to her.
like famous a little bit?
Fuck no.
Like
She's
Instagram famous?
No. She's a regular bitch, but it went viral.
I'm about to say.
It's like she was exposing them. And then once somebody jump in the DM, she's honest. Like, oh, no, I never met him. Knowing what the picture looked like. It looked like you in the passenger with him wearing his chain because she's corny.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I think she's Muslim. Because he says, so I ain't fucking with that ugly girl. When she seen that, she was like, I'm not ugly, wallahi. She's like Arab. Funny looking. She's like a falafel. First of all, you got to be ugly to do shit like that. Like, you're weird, girl. And now she keep posting little shady shit. Like, it's a mess. And it keeps going viral, which is sick.
She gonna be on Zeus soon. That's what you saying.
Exactly. That's exactly what the fuck I'm saying. She will be famous next month. Real fast, free Boosie. This is horrible. Boosie was arrested after court. Me and Boosie have a weird history on this show because I may have said a couple things about Boosie.
He never said nothing back to you though, has he?
He's never heard it, and I hope he never hears
Sure
it.
he didn't heard it.
Either way, he goes to court, gets locked up at the court. Nobody knows why. He jumps on Instagram the day after selling his Maybach truck for $240,000, and that's how you know when shit ain't right. It made me feel so bad when I seen he was selling his truck. I'm like, oh my God, he's in trouble. You know what I mean? He's in jail, babe. And he's selling something second day there. What the fuck are we talking about?
Oh, he's selling the truck right
Right
after
now,
he got in
Phelps,
jail.
yes.
Oh,
Day
okay,
2,
okay.
he sold the truck. So, and it still wasn't out why he went to jail, and then it drops. Boosie is somewhere with somebody walking around with a gun, allegedly, in the back of his pants. It looked like a brush to me. And he has the brush, whatever it is, in the back of his pants, and the person tags him. I don't know if Boosie reposted that or what, but the police seen that and brought him in because of that. Because of an image of him with a gun in his waist. He's a felon. He can't possess a gun. And he would be in a lot of trouble for that if they were able to prove that. He's in trouble. But just seeing him, one thing I know about street niggas, not calling them a street niggas buy stuff that they can sell. Like, that's a part of the way you think or whatever. But the fact that he was selling trucks so fast, he know he need that bread. He's scared. You know what I mean? I'm about to miss this amount of money because of this. I got to pay a whole legal team because of this, because he's already fighting the case. He's in trouble. Free Boosie. I'm screaming free Boosie and free Thugger all the time. But in the name of Thugger, goddamn it, Gunna dropped. Gunna has dropped. Lord.
I told you the album dropped under YSL. That's Young Thug. So he need the money. So we gotta listen so that the money hit Young Thug. Because they took all the money before
posted.
that. But he could still get money. He could get new money now, right?
Thug, yes. I don't know if they took all the money. I don't know if that even happened yet. But all Thug posted is all about business. This ain't Gunna dropped with a link. When you hit the link, it didn't go to Gunna's album. So everybody that's enjoying this nigga's music, you keep lying to yourself that it's okay with Thug and it's on YSL. No, we're dead wrong. But that motherfucker feet ain't hit the ground in my Phelps voice. What?
Floating on there.
Gunna is doing some things.
This is the whole thing. We know Thug ain't rocking with it. But like you said, Thug need that streaming check. So.
That nigga said, if you want to know what water look like, listen to my music. What water feels like. That's what he said. Because
He said, I know you heard I've been pressing niggas who claiming I read it. That's what I'm like.
What he say about being the number? That boy the number 2. What he say?
Huh?
What did he say about being the number 1? That boy think he the number 1 when he the 2.
He was jabbing. He was jabbing that niggas the whole album. He was holding.
I just feel like if you get into a situation like this and lose all of your friends and lose 35 pounds and 3 dreads, your album has to sound like this.
Not now. So look, I will say this: the dreads look healthier. Did you see the second video?
That boy look good.
Second video, his dreads look healthy, but he definitely lost the weight. He just a gun now. He ain't gonna.
That nigga said, you want to know how water feel? Listen to my motherfucking music, boy. That boy
And I had to look up because I'm like, these beats is real like good, but it was all new producers except he still got beats from Turbo on there. Just ain't tagged them motherfuckers. Turbo was like, yeah, I
Baby.
still get this.
Baby. You ain't catch it, baby. I don't know how to feel about it, but that motherfucker, boy, you want to punch him in his head.
We don't know none of these niggas out here.
Well, no. Shit. One motherfucker put Gunna walked on his album so bad, I'm about to start wearing a wire. Twitter was on fire because you couldn't say nothing negative about the album.
And man, listen, everybody got their picks. Motherfuckers go to listen to R. Kelly. I don't turn R. Kelly off, but I don't go to listen to him. I don't got a bunch of R. Kelly songs. I'm connected to too many women for me to condone. You feel me? Even like, but the Gunna shit, we gonna rock that one. I don't fuck with Robert, but we gonna fuck with that.
We listen to Kelly watching shit. I'm excited. We don't fuck with it. Except for TP2, the whole TP2. Real fast, before I get to Dark Side of the DM or whatever, because I know we run out of time. I don't know where the fuck Mr. Because I know goddamn well we got 40 in. We got 30 in? That's a lie. That's a lie. How long did we have in the first time?
We took a break.
But before the break, how long was it? That's a lie. At least 25 minutes in. Don't fucking tell me. I got a sense of this. But no, before I do Dark Side of the DM in the voicemail, just real quick, the most important topic of the day or for months, how long is an appropriate time to hold the L when you're in a cipher? Like when you're in a cipher of 3 or 4 people, do you count how many puffs you take or how long you hold the L? I think it's a time thing, not the amount of puffs. Because if you're talking, you won't puff. You know what I mean? You'll babysit it. Oh, da, da, da. So are people doing, I think you should be timing it out versus counting your puffs. So some people you could tell they want to puff it a certain amount of time before they pass it. But what part, because at this point, pass the fucking blunt. You know what I mean? It gets kind of like, ooh, like a little rough. Phelps is somebody that'd be like, pass the blunt. Like Phelps is very blatantly, give me my blunt back. Because they mostly his blunts. Not to me, Phelps. You just said it to Quaddy last night.
I did.
Right.
Because I could tell.
Because he got to running his fucking mouth.
He was groovy. He was feeling good. My baby had the drinks. But the thing is, too, he's 6'4". Nigga, your lungs is the size of my body. Give me my weed back. That's be the thing. All my friends is way bigger than me, and niggas want to smoke my little ass blunts all the way down. I'm a little nigga. These is for me.
You're a little nigga, and the blunts are for you. Honorary mention, we were off the porch smoking Phelps blunts, and that's legendary in itself. But you're so consistent with it. You keep more weed than anybody. You roll up more than anybody. So it's like we want to hit the weed because you keep smoking, even though the blunts are really not for nobody but you. You know what I mean? But it's like if not, we just want to watch you smoke. Cause you rolling up, you're rolling up and smoking at a rate that none of us are keeping up with. Yeah. We smoking 3 blunts till you're 7. Let's be honest.
But part
you remind me of Gil. You smoke like Gil do. That's how Gil smokes. It's only people that I know smoke like that. You and him.
But part of what it is if you notice, I gotta smoke more if I gotta share because I'm losing puffs, passing it to y'all.
I have a feeling if you're home, you're doing the same thing except for you put the blunt out a little bit. But you're consistently. Once that weed's out, you're not going past an hour and a half without another blunt.
I might. Cause this is the thing. If I'm at the crib, right, and I'm smoking, but it's just me, I'm chilling.
Guess what the funny part about it is that?
What?
There's no witnesses. How the fuck we gonna know? So if I think you really smoke a blunt once every hour by yourself, how would we know if there's nobody there to see?
How many times you pulled up on me in the blunt half smoking? You don't be pulling
always,
up
always.
That be from the house. That don't be like in the car. That could be from out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't believe
when you walk in my house, it be sun in there. It take a while.
I don't believe that.
But when I'm smoking with niggas and they,
that's crazy.
It's over.
After COVID, we shouldn't even be smoking with each other anymore. Like it was too rough. COVID was too crazy.
I loved COVID.
Then you get
staying over there.
But then you get COVID from a blunt. You think you might have got it from smoking with somebody.
I got COVID definitely from smoking with a fucking stranger. 1,000%.
Wow. And I know the stranger. That's how pissed he was. We actually like picked the girl out, looked on Instagram, loathed at her, called her names.
I had to remember she was sniffling and all that. I'm like, yeah, she's a slut anyway. All
All right, you want to go to the voicemail or the I'm looking on my
I didn't even
text.
hear the voicemail. It's like it's not morning, but it still was kind of like a morning-ish
It's
today.
too early to do podcasting. Whoever the fuck came up with this time.
Look at
You don't have no kids. Let me see. I'm gonna go with the voicemail first, I guess. Where is it? Damn it.
Zack and Vernon probably been up since fucking.
Oh, we're going to the BET Awards, guys.
Oh,
So I'll
yeah.
talk to you about that next week. We'll see how that is.
Going to the BET Awards.
I'm
We
super
on the
excited.
red
I hope I have a
carpet?
lot of drugs for that day.
We on the red carpet and all that.
We're going to we can do the whole thing. Because if we're going to go over there and interview people for BET on Friday and Saturday, then we're doing our own thing at night. We're working. And then we're going to go to the awards on Sunday. And guess what? All of us is going. Me, Gary, Tom, and Phelps.
Facts. I feel like Dre gonna pop up there. Dre's gonna be there. Might not be there with amongst us, but
I'll ask him if he's going. All right, here's the voicemail. I'm super stoked about it.
Tom sent it. I didn't hear it.
Hey Mona, hey Phelps. So I just wanted to leave a message. I'm gonna make it quick, but so my mom and my stepdad have been married for the past 10 years. He came into my life when I was like about 10. And the other day recently, me and him got into a little argument and my mom was at work and he called me a bitch. So
Who called her a bitch?
The dad.
Her stepdad?
Yeah.
I just want to know, how would you feel if you had a husband or whatever and he called your kids a bitch? Like, would you, like, I don't know, like, how would you handle it? Because my
That's a
mom is
good
not really
job.
taking it into consideration. She's just telling me that I was wrong. And I'm just respectful because I argued back with him. But
Thank you so much for asking a fresh question. We never get fresh questions. Me thinking of my daughter's 12, if my significant other, my daughter has been around 2 other men besides her father her whole life. I broke up with her father at like 3. I dated 2 guys that she was like lived with, was around or whatever. You know, one of them or whatever. And things happen between them because stuff's going to happen, especially with girls. Never did he ever call her out of her name or even really call her anything to her face, but she knew. You know, like it was like tension. Like Amina doesn't like any kind of structure, and I'm not really a structured person, so anybody that brings that is the devil to her. You know what I mean? She like, what the fuck they doing? Because her mom's sweet for real, you know? But off top, if the person I'm with call my daughter a bitch, it's a problem. Like it's like a huge problem. With you sound like an adult. I'm curious to ask type of relationship do y'all have? Do you love him?
Y'all gotta stop calling up here one-sided. He called me a bitch. He just didn't wake up and call you a bitch.
They were arguing. And this is another thing.
What you call him for him to call you a bitch?
She sounds like such a sweet girl. Like she wouldn't even do that just off top of me, like just guessing, you know. But it's a couple things. Is this dude drinking? Is it an argument over a sensitive topic? Do you love him? Is this do you have love for him like you would forgive him for something? That's more what I want to know, because it's like you can easily say, well, Mona, what would you do if your daughter got called a bitch? You know what I mean? But it's like everybody's situation is kind of unique to different ones. You know what I mean? Like my mom, I had somebody I would consider kind of like a stepdad. And if he would have called me a bitch, she would have asked him to leave. He was around for 15 years. So it's like, you know what I mean? I remember one time that motherfucker called me a baby. And the way I presented it, because I was super dramatic and like a horrible kid, she put that nigga out over that shit. Don't call her no baby. Her name Demona. Like I presented it like baby meant whore or something in Pigland. Like I was like, he called me a baby.
It's like, is he calling your mom a bitch? Like what type? You feel me?
Like, is he somebody to call everybody a bitch? And then you just one of them bitches. Like, is your dad an ex-gangbanger?
And
a cholo?
The only other thing I was hearing her tone of voice, so I'm trying to think of the ethnicity. So
Latin, I was thinking.
It was what she said her name.
Let's check the name out. Hold on real quick. Let me see the name.
hey, Mona. Hey, Phelps. So So I just wanted to leave a message. I'm gonna make
She
it
sound like
quick,
to me she could
but
be whiter interracial. So in my mind, I'm like, do you got a white mom and is there some big black nigga in there just stepping on shit? Like that's what, nah, for real. That was the vibe I was getting. Like,
But yeah, I think it's more based on how you feel, and you should communicate that to your mother and your stepfather and let him know. Give him an opportunity to apologize, of course. It shouldn't happen, no, but I don't think just because it happens that you should necessarily judge your mom's response to it. You know what I mean? But also, no, I take that back because her mom's telling her it's her fault, and that's stupid. So your mom's really dumb. Sorry, your mom's like dippy. She's not supposed to, even if she don't think it's that big of a deal, she should not take his side to the point where she's like, it's your fault. It's not your fault, girl. Nobody should be calling you out your fucking name. He shouldn't
call you a bitch, however.
If you ain't call him out his name.
However, if y'all grown and y'all arguing, it's like, come on, bro. Like, a little bitch ain't gonna hurt in the middle of an adult argument.
That's the first thing I wanted to say, but I'm like, me and her sound like we come from totally different cultures. You know what I mean? But I come from a culture that my man could call me a bitch and it's not gonna fit me. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but then I have aunts that be like, oh, if a man called me a bitch, I would be disgusted. Yeah, we not. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not on no waking up calling you a bitch. Da da da. If we going back and forth and you done drew on me, bitch, stop playing with me. You feel me? Like it's not like a.
You've never called me a bitch. Derek has.
No, I never.
Several times.
Cause with you, I just be like, go ahead.
You on your monk shit, babe.
Yeah, I'm on my monk shit. Trying to.
You're doing well. You're not trying.
Street,
you're doing
they
well.
Get anything, but my folks, I be trying to.
You hear that?
That's where I try to have my self control.
You niggas in the streets can get anything. Let me get to the DM.
Oh yeah, and shout out to the cause you know what I've been getting is niggas will DM me with like some personal questions, but you know what they say? Don't tell Mona.
That's so crazy, man.
Like they feel like they questions is on some real, like they just want like a man. And I ain't gonna lie to him or nothing, but that's funny. Y'all could DM me and ask me stuff outside of the podcast if I feel like I could answer it and it ain't crazy. I got you.
Did I read
y'all
the
niggas
one?
Need help.
Did I read the one about the girl whose sister was sleeping with her baby dad? So then she told her sister's boyfriend that she'd be cheating on her? Okay. Hi, Damona. I just found out recently that my sister, my half-sister, that's how you know it's a white girl. Well, now I don't want to put your business out. That's how you know the person not black. Because black people, we don't do half-sister, half-brother. We say my brother, my sister. Yeah. Hi, Damona. I just found out recently that my sister, half in quotations, slept with my son's father. I am pissed the fuck off. Not because I still want to be with him, because I already moved on from that relationship. I'm pissed because that's my sister, my older sister at that. And she saw everything I went through with him. So I was spiteful and told her boyfriend that she be cheating on him. Now my family acting like I'm the bad guy because he broke up with her. What do you think about it? I think y'all ghetto as shit.
Fuck y'all from Florida.
And you are white. I'm looking right at you. Unless this is like a pretend page. It's like, why are you living that ghetto ass life? Do you live in a trailer?
About to say that's lower white class stuff. Kissing cousins and all that incest.
Iowa.
That's they shit. Middle of America shit. Yup.
Utah.
Kentucky.
Bible Belt. What I think is, fuck no, you're not wrong for telling her boyfriend she be cheating. She fucked your baby dad. You should have punched that bitch in her head. Now, what's the next holiday? What we at?
Wanted that nigga.
July 4th, when y'all got all that fucking red, white, and blue plates and utensils and shit out there and that tent, take that tent, the fourth corner, and smack that bitch on the back of the head, get that shit popping at that 4th of July. Take that chitlin grease, that pig feet water, whatever y'all drinking, pig feet water and lemon, and bust that bitch in the head with that Miller Lite bottle.
Fuck Tom, Sandy.
With that Modelo. Another successful episode.
Let me see.
I'm a little high. Wait. Edibles kicked in.
By the time this draft, yeah. If y'all do see this and we come out to LA, hit us up. We need drugs, clothes.
This is drugs right here.
Shout out to Yad Mine from South Florida. Exotics.
Thanks for real, because we need clothes, we need drugs.
Yeah.
In LA, y'all be on some funny shit. We need food, socks,
everything,
stocks, ADDs, all that shit.
And we ain't in no gang, so we not checking in with none of that. How about that?
Well, we willing to join a gang. Off top of your head, Bloods or Crips?
For me, it'd probably be Crips.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. If I had to
They the
pick.
whip. They the Black Panthers, right?
I don't know. It just
They the
feel
ones that
like-
started the WIC program.
Okay.
They the ones that were positive first.
They just feel like more for me. They be out the way a little bit. You feel me?
Woo. Is that right? No. Is it cool? Grr, grr. All right, whatever.
Shout out Sexy Red Ski. My baby.
Yeah, she's a blood. So we like Sexy Red. She was gonna come on the podcast and the bitch was like, "We got 10 minutes, and y'all do the next 10 minutes." We was like, "No." She was doing like a real press run. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's peanut butter and that shit. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Why would you do that? What is wrong with you? We manifested no peanut butter and cookies and still paying weight loss. Gary losing weight like a motherfucker. I might just, me and Gary about to probably not deal with each other anymore. Because I refuse to be around any bitch that's skinnier than me. Other than Phelps.
You just called me a bitch, but go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. I am manifesting the pounds coming down.
They coming down on the low. You
I
sit
got
behind
proof. Water.
that water foolish. And one bite out the watermelon. They watched you eat the cookie. You ain't drink the water, hit the watermelon. You ate the cookie on camera.
The cookie got drugs in it. I'm out. Love y'all.